Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create your very own RPG in Roblox. Let's get into it. Alright, so there's going to be a few things that you're going to need first, and actually really only just one thing, and I will have a link to that in the description below. Let's get into what we need now. So, what will be in the description below is going to be a plugin called Everscene's RPG Kit Importer. And if we go ahead and just click this here, it's going to give us a bunch of different stuff. Yeah, all right. So we're going to get the full-on kit right here. This is it. So this is the kit we're going to be using to make our RPG, basically. Yeah, it's pretty simple. So what we need to do first is publish our game. Let's go ahead and just save it to Roblox real quick. I'm just going to name mine RPG Tutorial and save. Now it's going to go ahead and load the place that is named that. Just go ahead and give it a second. Alrighty, so now that that has been there, we can go ahead and go up here to Game Settings. Go ahead and click on that, and then we can go ahead and go down to Security, and we're going to allow two different things, allow HTTP requests and enable Studio Access to API services. This is what's going to allow our game to save. Alright, with that out of the way, we're pretty much ready to go. If we go ahead and go ahead and this is here. Let me actually go ahead and show you everything that this kit has to offer real quick. Everything that we actually have access to with this kit. So starting off, we have a healing fountain right here. This is good. It's going to be used to heal the player. It's already set up and scripted, so you don't have to do anything. We have our shop, our pawn, which is basically just a sell station. We have a level door. We have a portal, and we also have an enemy. So let's go ahead and let's load into the game real quick by pressing the play button. And if we go ahead and load into this, you can go ahead and see we have everything. But I'm actually realizing that there's something else we need to change. So let's quickly go ahead and press stop again and go back up to game settings. And we need to go ahead and click on avatar right here. We need to go to avatar type R6, and that's going to fix the game and make it work completely correct now. Alright, so yeah. You can go ahead and load into the game and kind of see how all this stuff works and all that. But what I'm first going to go ahead and do is make a quick little map. So this really is not that hard. I'm just going to press this part button up here. It's going to put a part right here. We can just go ahead and scale this up, make this, kind of big. I'm not going to make a really large map. Honestly, probably just like that big. It's probably fine. Something like that. All right. I'm not going to make a very big map. You can obviously do something much better than that. But I'm just going to go ahead and kind of customize this a little bit. Let me look for grass. There it is. By the way, also, if you don't like these textures that are here, then all you have to do to fix this is just go over in your Explorer. And if you don't see any of this like I do, then go ahead and go up to this top tab right here, and then click on what says View. And you can click on Explorer, Properties, and Toolbox, and that'll open all these tabs that I have open. But in the Properties tab, we're just going to scroll down. Oh, wait, hold on. We're going to actually have to go to Material Service first. So there's Material Service right here in the Explore tab. And then down here in the Properties tab, we can go ahead and scroll all the way down and uncheck Use 2022 Materials. This gives the classic Roblox materials back, which is much nicer in my opinion. And now what we can go ahead and do is continue making our map. Again, try to do something a little bit better than what I am doing. What I'm doing is not very great, but I'm not really trying to make it look that good. Again, this is simply just a tutorial. Let's go ahead and make our walls here. Kind of follow along, but again, try to do something a little bit more creative than what I'm doing. Because, just trying to make this quick. Don't want to be here too long. Actually, real quick, before I do that, let me change the color. Let's do something like maybe like that. And change it to slate. That looks pretty good to me. By the way, another thing that you're going to also have to do is go ahead and any part that you put in using this part button here, you're going to have to scroll down and click this anchored. If you don't click that, then your parts are just going to fall and then they're not going to work right. So yeah. By the way, if you guys have any questions on anything, regarding this video and the tutorial on how to make, this or that, then please let me know, and I will do my best to answer those questions. I'm just going to go ahead and make this map. Again, this map looks pretty bad. But it's fine. It's like literally just like, a map just for this tutorial. I would never usually do a map this small. This is a pretty small map here. Alright. Alright, now what's going on here, like with these two parts, basically, they're on top of each other, and it's kind of colliding. There's nothing you can really do about that except just kind of trying to scale one part back, but I mean, the player isn't really going to see that anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. It's fine. Alright, so now that we have a super, super basic map, I have all of these parts here. It's a big old mess, so probably should have renamed it wall before I did this, but oh well. I cannot rename, mass rename. Okay, that's fine. Let me go ahead and quickly make a folder that's called walls. It's kind of a mess. This is our base plate. Go ahead and delete this other base plate that's here. Alright, and now we can go ahead and start placing everything that we have here inside of our map. And I'll say this again, please do take more time on your map than I did. I made this just really quickly so that I could have this done and that you don't have to sit here and watch me do this. But I'm just going to go ahead and start placing all of the stuff down that we have available to us. And in just a moment, I'll start showing you how everything works. Alright, there we go. I'll go ahead and leave these two things out for now. I'll show you about that probably in another video. But here we go. This is super basic little beginner area. So let's go ahead and decorate this a little bit. Starting off, I'm going to move this healing fountain like right here. I'm going to take our spawn location, and I'm going to duplicate that just a few times. There we go. Doesn't really have to be perfectly even. Alright, now with that done, let me go ahead and change the color. Change this to cobblestone. Let me also quickly go ahead and just actually change these colors to the color of this healing fountain. There we go. Okay, so now that we have a really, really basic starting area, actually here, we're not done yet. Let me go ahead, and you can also use the toolbox to get a bunch of your models. You don't have to make completely custom models. It's better if you do, but I personally don't because I'm not a modeler and I'm not good at it. But I do suggest you to probably try to learn how to model. It's really honestly a good idea. But yeah, let's go ahead and just search in the toolbox tree. And the one I personally like to use, where is it? It's this one, I believe. And if it's not this one, then this one will work. All right. So yeah, now we have like a little tree here. But what I'm going to go ahead and do before I start placing too many things down, I know I'm kind of all over the place. What I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to add another folder in workspace, and I'm going to name this worlds. Then in this worlds folder, I'm going to add another folder and name this world number 1 grasslands. Sure. I'm going to put all these spawn locations in the grasslands. I'm going to put this healing fountain in the grasslands. I'm going to put this base plate there as well. And this pine tree. I'm going to go ahead and add another folder in the World 1 grasslands. And I'm going to name this to Misc Decor. And I'm going to place my pine tree in there and then add another folder and name this one trees. All right, there we go. Now let's go ahead and place a few trees around here. Kind of try to make the place look a little nicer. This honestly looks really bad, but oh well. I trust that you can probably do better than what I'm doing here. Alright, let's go and just place a few trees. Okay. Here we go. I guess this will work. This is a really bad map again, but it's fine. Alright, so let me go back here. Alright, so now that I have like a super basic little starter area that hardly has anything in it, doesn't look very good at all, let me go ahead and show you how to make an enemy. So right here, we have in our mobs folder, go to close all this, we have this thief here. Pretty cool. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and show you the mob config. In the mob config, we have everything that you can customize with this thief, excluding its look, of course. So the name, which is the mob, which is the name of the mob that will be shown in the interface that is right above the mob's head inside of the game, and I'll show you that in a moment. A rank, nil just means no rank. So if you don't want it to have a rank, then just don't do anything. Or if you do want it to have a rank, then go ahead and put parentheses, quotations, and then do something like, oops, something like boss, but I don't need a rank. All right. And then you have also level. This first number is going to be the mob's level. And then the second number is going to be the level required to kill the mob. So in humanoid now, we have the mob health, which does exactly what it sounds like and gives the mob health. Its walk speed is how fast it's going to walk. Its jump power is how high it's going to jump. And then in behavior, damage is going to be how much damage is dealt to the player. Follow distance is the minimum distance and studs required for the mob to follow any nearby player. Respawn time is how fast it's going to respawn. The lower, the better, in my opinion. So I'll do it like 3 seconds or something. And then finally, on death stuff. So once you've killed it, you have drops. So some of these drops are statistics like XP and gold. The number is how much XP and how much gold it will drop. Items is going to be tool, and then iron sword. This enemy will drop an iron sword. This number right here is the chance it will drop. If it's a 10, it'll be a 1 in 10 chance. If it's a 5, it'll be a 1 in 5 chance, or 20%. And then teleport location. You can have the player teleport after killing the mob if you want to. And then finally, you have some custom animations that you can give it right here. So you just have to give the animation ID where it says nil so that it'll have an animation, which is pretty cool. So I'm not going to mess with any of that right now. For now, I'm going to go ahead and make it look a little better. So how we do that is, one moment, is we can go ahead and go to the marketplace right here in the Roblox website. And once it has loaded, we can go ahead and give it any of these accessories, but I'm going to go for clothing here. So I'm going to click on the clothing tab right here and go to classic shirts. And I'll go ahead and put in, I'll have him have a Link outfit, sure. Like this. This works. Yeah, that's fine. So whenever you found the outfit or accessory that you want the mob to have, go ahead and click on it, and then once you're on this menu, up here in the search bar, it'll show the link, and then you want to go ahead and copy this number right here. Just go ahead and press Control-C, and then go back to your game. Once you're at your game, I will have a link to this in the description below to another plugin called Catalog Inserter. And then once you've clicked on that, you can go ahead and just, right here it says asset ID, go ahead and paste the asset ID, and right here, the outfit that I want, I can go ahead and click insert, and it'll automatically insert it on this mob since I have select on or parent to selected. So yeah, now he already has that shirt on. Now if we want him to go ahead and have pants to match that, let's go ahead and just go back to the catalog here. And let's go ahead and go to classic pants. Not classic shirts, my bad. Classic pants. Let's go ahead and search up link again, or whatever you want. Right here. And just the same as before, we're going to go ahead and copy the number in the URL. And we're going to go ahead and go back here again. And once again, catalog inserter, paste the asset ID, insert, and it's going to go ahead and parent to selected. I didn't mean to, since I had his shirt selected, it went ahead and it put the pants inside the shirt, but just go ahead and drag it into the actual thief model. And boom, right there, he has pants now. So there we go. He's a fully fledged dressed enemy. So now we can go ahead and let's go ahead and change his skin tone really quickly. Yeah, that's good. All right. So now what if we want him to have like a hood or something? Once again, we're going to go back to the catalog and go to accessories this time. And then go to, or no, not clothing. Accessories, head. And let me just search up hood. See if we can find something hood. Okay, well, I mean, that is like literally like a Link cap. That would match pretty well. I'm just going to go ahead and go with the Link cap, I guess. It doesn't really matter. Alright, once again, once you've got the asset ID, go ahead and go back to Catalog Inserter in Roblox Studio, paste the asset ID, and then go ahead and click on Thief, parent to selected, and boom. There we go. He's a thief. Alright, cool. So, now that he's like that, we can go ahead and just put a bunch of thieves all over the map here. Where in the world? What is going on? Oh god. Alright, there we go. We have a few thieves around here. So now I want to go ahead and make a boss. So I'm going to go ahead and copy the thief again, and I'm going to drag him just to the end of this area, just over here, sure. And a lot of times what people will do is they'll just scale the boss up more so it's more obvious that it is a boss. Now the hood is actually disappeared there. It's back. Okay, we're good. All right, there we go. So now that we have this boss here, let's go ahead and just go to mob config and go ahead and change this up a little bit. First off, for the name, I'm going to make it thief boss. Rank, instead of nil, I'm going to go ahead and put parentheses, boss. Its level will be, I guess, 5. Level required to kill, let's do 3. Health, let's do 25. Walk speed, I'm not going to change this. Damage, let's do 10. And statistics, let's go ahead and have him drop, I don't know, 85 XP and 75 gold. Now for an item, uh, just tool, iron sword, sure. For now, that's what I'll keep it at, but in another video, I'll go ahead and show you how to make different weapons. So, yeah, there we go. That's our little area here. So let's go ahead and just spawn in and test this out and see how it works exactly. All right, so let's go ahead and we can equip our armor. Go ahead and equip our sword here and fight our thief enemies. Very tanky enemies, jeez. It's all right. Weapon is not very strong, but hopefully we can get a iron sword from him. But yeah, I'm not gonna really worry about this right now. Thank you so much for watching. If you do got to enjoy, make sure to leave a like. And yeah, I will be back with more tutorials in the future. Goodbye.